Philadelphia making a change here. The Sixers lead by 4. About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. George outside. Maxey with it. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it to George. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Young. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Nice work inside from Young. Not afraid of trying his luck down there.
And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for the 76ers. All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
Now here's Coulibaly. Pass to Young. 6 on the shot clock. Fires for 3. Rebound by the 76ers. Here's Walker. That one falls, coming off a Drummond feed.
Boy, nice pass. A little ball movement, little player movement. That's how you play this game.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Outside Walker. The kick out to Maxey. Philadelphia moving it around. Stolen by Davis. Here's Coulibaly. Kicks it to George. Walker with a steal. Pass to George. Here's Walker. And Alexander Sarr going to pick up the foul here. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
And with the offense reeling, coach has to get these guys on the same page.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
You know what they came to see me. Never on my level, even if we in the same league. Talking too much on the court, you a bit squeak. Don't let me cross over, but you kick squeak. Last 2 minutes, I'ma drop 10. We down, I'm alone, yeah, I got them. Quick shot, big shot. Crazy in the face while your wrist locked.
And Washington making a change here. Here's Edgecombe. He's scoreless. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Pass to Whitmore. Takes the 3. And George with some nice D. The 3. It's rebounded by Washington.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
To the paint. George with a steal. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. Pass to Maxey. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first.
At 7 feet tall, Embiid looks to dunk often, especially when he's got good position.
It's stolen by Maxey. Down low. Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Embiid. Right side, Oubre. Embiid's shot is good. And it's an 8-point Philadelphia lead.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Philadelphia.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
And Carrington, here we go. Pass to Whitmore. Back to Carrington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fires the 3. And it's Whitmore missing. Philadelphia leading by 8. And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has been everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
Pass to Grimes. And there's the drive. Boom! He jams it straight down.
They're beginning to take control now, and this could be a crucial point in the game.
Well, working hard, building out a small lead, but you can't afford any kind of letdown here.
Now here's Young. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
It's one thing to get outplayed, but when you're giving away possessions like this, it makes it even more tough.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Anthony Davis prefers playing power forward. He said, quote, "If I have to play the 5, then it's totally fine. At the end of the day, I trust coach's decision." I'm pretty sure you heard AD wants to play the 4, but I want to win. So if that's me playing the 5, that's what it's going to be. Brian, back to you.
He can do both. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. Excellent D there from Davis. Here's Sarr. Easy 2 for AD.
And the length is hard to contend with. Davis using all of it for the putback points there.
On the take. And it's Bona missing. The Wizards trail by 8. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
To the inside. Left side, Oubre. Shoots over Coulibaly. Oubre can't hit.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Young seeing the lane. To the middle. Clock at 6. Here's Sarr. And finished off by Sarr.
The Frenchman, s'il vous plaît. Taking flight. You gotta like Sarr.
Outside Grimes. They set the pick. Down low. Stolen by Davis. Coulibaly on the wing. Pass to Davis. Oubre with a steal. And here's Edwards outside. Sarr pulls it in. The Wizards trail by 6. And here's George. Shoots over Oubre. Second shot opportunity. Davis can't hit. Here's Bona. To the paint. Here's Grimes. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Yeah, Grimes has the frame to work down low. I like when he gets inside.
Outside Young. Inside. George outside. 6 to shoot. 4-3. Washington again can't hit. The Sixers lead by 8. Oubre with it. Now Sarr defending. Here's Bona. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
So it's Philadelphia now. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Pass to Watford. Here's Oubre. Koulibaly defending. Here's Grimes. Some solid defense from Koulibaly. And here's Davis. He'll bring it up for Washington. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. And Davis slams it home.
Yeah, this is how powerful Davis is. Awesome at capitalizing with the dunk.
Outside Oubre. Back to Grimes. Lets it go from deep. Drains it. Now he's 3 for 5. And a lot of spot-up shooters now, adding a one-dribble pull-up 3 to the repertoire.
And when you have defenders selling out to contest that catch and shoot, you got to reload, relocate, and let it fly. It's a valuable counter for those long-distance specialists.
Pass to Bona. Back to Edwards. Here's Bona. Shoots over Davis. And it's blocked by Davis.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender.
The Wizards trail by 11. Now Carrington. No made baskets yet. Washington moving the ball around. And the ball out of play. The Sixers will have it. There's 53 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Edwards. Outside Oubre. Now Edwards. Now here's Grimes. Covered by Carrington. Watford outside. Now here's Grimes. Off target with the 3.
Boy, the defense baits him into taking that shot. Sometimes I say there's a reason you're open.
To the inside. Got a hand on it. Philadelphia leading by 11. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Oubre. Now Edwards. 1 second left. Oh, wow!
Incredible!
And down it goes. Jam that one home. And the first half now in the books. Sixers ahead. They lead by 13. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, One side trying to protect their lead. The Wizards trail by 13. And while they struggle to win games, the Wizards are focused on achieving what they call smaller wins, Doris.
I think this is an incredibly smart approach for this reason. You do not have enough yet talent and experience combined to win in the NBA. So you have to look for the positives as you try to develop your program, which means draft well. Player development is absolutely critical, and your ability to celebrate those smaller wins means you're making progress.
Now here's Davis. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
And the more Davis has added muscle during his career, it really has helped him on the offensive end. It forces defenses to foul him.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. And so he hits both. Philadelphia leading by 11. And here is Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. Kicks it to George. The three. That one's in there. Drummond with the assist. George has got 7 points.
Paul George's shooting form is just so pretty. This guy has the ability to make shots so easy.
A good look from Young. Drummond grabs the miss.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Back to George. Left side Maxey. Just 5 on the clock. The three, George. Here's Drummond. And Drummond with the jam.
With that size and with that strength, it is such a problem trying to keep Andre Drummond off the offensive glass.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. 17-foot shot on the way. Philadelphia leading by 16. Kicks it to George. From downtown. Buries it from 3. George has got 6 here in the quarter.
Boy, nice job by Paul George to make himself available. Gets to his spot and gets it off quickly.
And now a timeout called by Brian Keefe. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy.
Substitution on the court.
Wizards trail by 19. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, "We still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something." Back to you guys.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And Philadelphia has possession. After the basket by Washington. Back to Embiid. George has the open look. Again, Philadelphia.
Oh, he is absolutely unstoppable right now. Paul George in rhythm. Look out.
In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of the modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
The Wizards trail by 19. Pass to Champagnie. Back to Whitmore. Here's Champagnie. The three. It's not going to go for him.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Outside Maxey. Philadelphia moving it around. And here's George. Pass to Edgecombe. Now here's George. And here's Maxey outside. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Maxey's got 5 now.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Three-pointer, no good. And so it's Washington with it. Here's Hardy. No points so far. Pass to Whitmore. Over Edgecombe. And it's Whitmore missing. Philadelphia with the ball. This run now up to 13-2. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here.
That'll be a jump ball.
Here's Edgecombe. George outside. Offline with a 3. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, the coaching staff has to love what they're seeing on offense. There's so many assists because how this team is moving the ball. Why was Trey Johnson such a high pick? When he gets hot, he can light up the scoreboard, a microwave-type scoring talent.
Now here's Johnson. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Outside Edwards. Back to Grimes. Fires from deep. Rebound by the Wizards. .110 left in the third. Outside Carrington. Uses the glass on the layup.
At that range, it is about finishing strong. You can't hesitate.
Pass to Edwards. And here's Grimes. Back to Edwards. Off target from outside. 41 seconds left in the third. Wizards trail by 19. Here's Champagnie. Still without a bucket. Clock at 6. The shot by Johnson, no good. Oubre on the wing. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
You're going to have to hit Oubre hard to prevent the bucket, boy. If you don't, he's going to play through it.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw. And Washington with possession. Pass to Vukcevic. This one for 3. Knocks down the long J.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Back to Watford. Here's Edwards. Plenty of... It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
And credit him for understanding the situation and coming through.
Now, to me, the way you end quarters impacts how you end the game. It can go a long way between a W or an L.
Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Philadelphia. 8-point. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Here's Grimes. Outside Edwards. And they double up Edwards. Philadelphia moving it around. Watford with it. Now Sarr defending. Puts up a 3. The shot by Watford, no good. The Wizards trail by 21. Left side, Young. Wing shot on the way.
Trae Young.
And Washington again with the bucket.
I really like that from Young. Hitting that tweener shot, making them guard you all around the floor.
Pass to Edwards. Back to Grimes. Here's Watford. Edwards for three. They get it back. The three is up. And another miss by Philadelphia. Outside Koulibaly. Here's Vucevic. And it's Bona with a rebound. The Sixers lead by 19. Pass to Grimes. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
And timeout is called by Brian Keefe. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point.
Wizards timeout call. And clap your hands for your center, TNT.
Wizards trail by 21. Koulibaly drives in. Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that? Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that?
He slams it home and gets some extra camera time chilling on the rim.
Yeah, he did spend a little time up there, didn't he? Pass to Johnson. On the wing, Davis. Hits a three-pointer.
Nice work from AD. He finds his comfort zone behind the three-point line.
Now Watford, covered by Johnson. Inside. Bona. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's on Bilal Koulibaly. The Wizards trail by 21. Pass to Sarr. Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, and what a slam by Johnson. I like when he goes up with aggression.
Here's Bona. Checked by Davis. Stolen by Davis. And there's a call on Quentin Grimes. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. And Davis slams it home.
And what you love most about Davis is his confidence, because it's what helps him take over games.
The Sixers with another miss. Oubre with a steal. And he jams it home with authority.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
On target from range.
And that was from way outside, and it speaks to the level of confidence Johnson has in his shot.
Outside Grimes. Pass to Edwards. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. The Wizards trail by 16. Now here's Johnson. Just 5 to shoot. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Well, Grant, when it comes to exciting young guards who can really fill it up, Trae Johnson's name has to come to mind.
Yeah, no question about it, B.A. This kid can score in a variety of ways, and his confidence is what makes him so dangerous in this department.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. So he gets them both.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
Pass to George. Now Embiid. Here's Maxey. Driving to the basket. And he slams it down.
There's the strength training coming into play for Maxey.
Defensive foul. Anthony Davis. First personal foul. Second team foul.
That free throw's good from Maxey. Wizards trail by 17. Got a piece of it. Now here's Embiid. Another shot. It's tipped.
And as Sarr gets older, he'll learn how to use his length even more.
Johnson. Yes, sir, with the three.
Well, you give this guy a half-decent look from distance, and he's gonna make you pay.
Oh, the shot is off. Here's Hardy. Johnson outside. Rejected by George.
That's just staying with your man, anticipating what he's thinking, and great instincts on the block from Paul George.
And he racks up two.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
Come on now, that's easy money.
The Sixers lead by 14. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter. George fires. Cash from downtown.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the 76ers.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number one was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm. And they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Paul George.
This is the very definition of being in a zone. Everything the defense tried against him, he had an answer for it.
Pass to Johnson. It's hauled in by the Sixers. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. It's George on the wing. Philadelphia moving it around. Five to shoot. Pass to Maxey. To the right side. The three ball. And it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over.
Substitution on the court.
Eight seconds left in the game.
Out of bounds.
And as it goes out of bounds, Washington able to keep possession. And Washington has possession. Outside Whitmore. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Grant Hill, Allie